Hey guys, what's up? I'm back with another video. I'm going to talk to you about the New Mutants here in a moment, but real quick, short update. My jar is still empty. I have ideas for this video. Obviously, it's reviewing the New Mutants, and I have an idea for next Tuesday's video. So look for that coming out Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, whatever that time looks like in your time zone. And hopefully by then, I will have some ideas in this jar, and I can start pulling from that. So I can let you know at the end of each video what the next video will be about. So I went to see the New Mutants on Monday night, and I'm here to tell you a little bit of my thoughts about it. If you want more follow-up, ask me questions in the comments below, and I'll answer those in a follow-up video. I can talk about the mutants and their powers versus their comic book counterparts, themes and ideas that I saw from the movie, just breaking down the plot a little bit more deeply. But here I'm just going to give you my first impressions very quickly and then tell you how many times I think you should go see the New Mutants. I think that's an interesting way to review movies and share my opinion on them, is to tell you how many times you should see them. New Mutants is pretty good. It's not terrible, it's not fantastic, but it's good. It's kind of right down the middle, which is what a lot of critics are also saying and agreeing. But it's pretty good. The acting is pretty good. The plot is pretty standard, pretty predictable for what is essentially a young teenage drama, kind of masquerading as a horror film, which I'll get into in a second. But I love Maisie Williams. I know her from Doctor Who and from from Game of Thrones. I love Charlie Heaton. I know him from Stranger Things. That's one of the biggest things. That's kind of the only thing he's been big in. It was really fun seeing him speak with a nice, thick Southern drawl because he's a kid from Kentucky. And that was awesome. Maisie Williams pulling off a Scottish accent was pretty cool too. But I think they do a really good job of diversifying the cast and not making that seem too forced. A lot of shows and movies can try to diversify the cast in race, in sex, in ethnicity, and it seems kind of forced. But I think the Marvel movies can kind of tend to do that pretty well, especially X-Men, because they're just like this group that brings together these people from these totally different backgrounds who have this one thing in common and can only find really good relationships and a place of belonging there with other X-Men, other mutants. So I think that does a pretty good job. The powers are really interesting. I liked that they chose these 5 mutants with their unique, interesting powers instead of the ones we already knew, like Cyclops and Rogue and Storm. We've seen them 1,000 times, but seeing stuff like Wolfsbane and Magic was really cool. Again, if you want more breakdown on their powers and their stories relative to their comic counterparts, let me know in the comments below. I can break that down for you in one video, in 5, 6 videos. Just let me know how much detail, how much more you want to know in the comments below. But really, the biggest problem, I think, with the New Mutants is that it didn't know what it wanted to be. It tried to be a teenage romantic drama with elements of horror and mystery, and that's too much to do, I think, for what was actually a 90-minute movie. It's really short for 21st century movies. It's a 90-minute movie that tries to be a teenage romantic drama with elements of horror and mystery, and that's too much. It does a really good job of doing the teenage drama side of things, and then the romance just kind of happens fairly naturally. It's pretty obvious that's going to happen. It's very clearly telegraphed, but it's not very forced. It doesn't feel forced anyway. But then the horror and the mystery side of things really kind of drag it down, because they're there for a few moments and then they're gone because you're watching the kids gallivant around and bond, doing the teenage drama thing. So I think it would have been way better if it had kind of stuck more to the teenage drama side of things, or been a little bit longer and developed some of that horror side of things. The stuff was just there and then it was gone, and then later it was back and then it was gone again. But overall, I thought the movie was pretty good. I would recommend you go see New Mutants one time, at the very least. I think it was worth that much. It's worth 90 minutes of your life. You're not going to hate it, but you might not love it. But it was just pretty good. So go check out New Mutants. If you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, if you want to hear more about the plot, about the themes, about the characters, about the comic book counterparts of the characters in the story, let me know all that in the comments below, or go to my Instagram at Mr. Tibbles93. And don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the bell if you want to get notifications. And don't forget to check out these videos over here, some other stuff that I've done on the channel. But I will see you guys on Tuesday, where I will talk about voting and politics here in the year of our Lord 2020, because I have my voter registration and I'm going to vote for the first time this year. So see you guys on Tuesday for that. See ya.